I am so excited to announce that Naviate Accelerate's 2025.1.2 version is released. This is our February release and we'll have an update for 2025, 2024, and 2023 Accelerate versions. We have a few new features and a lot of improvements. You can read more about it in our release news on Naviate.com. But here you can see we have two new features, Naviate Favorites and Naviate Assistant. We also have a variety of improvements for the view titles on a few of our features, the revision manager, color elements, Renumber, and a couple of fixes. Well, let's dive into the new features and improvements for this update of Naviate Accelerate. A new feature in Naviate Accelerate is Naviate Favorites, which allows you to create and configure your own custom Naviate Accelerate ribbon containing any selected features that you want to add. Naviate Accelerate already comes pre-installed with a few presets for you to start with an architecture, structure, MEP and fabrication, and BIM Manager Accelerate preset. Naviate Favorites can be found in the About dropdown, where you can configure your favorites. Once you open, you'll be introduced with a dialog. At the top, you'll be able to specify any of the pre-created presets from the dropdown for architecture, BIM Manager, MEP and Fab, or structure. If I select one of these presets, you'll see which features are included in that preset. You can also create your own presets that you like by making modifications to an existing preset or starting from scratch. If I wanted to create a new preset based off of one of our existing presets, I could do a save as and rename it as I wish. Then I can add or remove any features I want to include in my preset. Once I'm done with these modifications, I can save this preset and toggle on Enable Custom Ribbon. Once I enable this custom ribbon, I will have to restart Revit to see the changes, but it will hide the Accelerate main ribbon and all sub ribbons and only show my new Naviate Favorites ribbon. Let's restart Revit and see our new Favorites ribbon. After restarting, my Favorites ribbon is at the top and all the features that I have set in my favorites is now available for me here. You can also run the Naviate Favorites from the scripted installation, so you can deploy it to multiple users. And that is our new Naviate Favorites feature. Another new feature in Naviate Accelerate is the Naviate Assistant. Naviate Accelerate is now equipped with an AI assistant feature which can help you discover new workflows or simply gain a better understanding of numerous Naviate Accelerate features. The assistant can access all of the Naviate Help documentation and quickly provide suggestions for Revit-related workflows. It's located in the main toolbar under a new group called AI. This is our Naviate Assistant. So to start off, it will ask you what you need assistance with today. And you can start asking it any questions. For example, I can ask it, how can I create sheets? It's going to take a second to think, and it will provide you with a response of what feature to use and steps to use them, and links to the Naviate Pinnacle help guide for that feature. I can continue asking it more questions, such as, are there any more features I should know about that help with sheet creation? Again, it will provide me with a response of all the features available to help me with sheet creation, links to the help documentation, and steps to use that feature. You can ask it anything you want about Naviate, and it will look into the Naviate help documentation to help you with how to use that feature and which feature to use. That is the new Naviate Assistant AI-powered help. We have an improvement for 4 different features regarding the preservation of the view title type and the location of the view title. This is for the Legend Manager, Align Views feature, Place Views feature, and Create Sheets feature. All these features have been updated, so when you either align the view or place new views, the view title type and location is going to match the existing view. Let's take a look at this in action. First, let's start with the Legend Manager. On this sheet, I have a legend and I have the view title up at the top with the view title type here. Now, when I use the Legend Manager to copy this legend to another sheet, you'll notice that both the view title type and the location of the view title type is copied with that legend. Now let's take a look at the Align Views feature. In this sheet, we can see that the view is placed in the bottom right-hand corner. The viewport title is also placed there with the line of the viewport title modified here. And we can see which viewport title type we are using, which is title with line. On this second sheet, we can see that the view is in a different location. The viewport type is a different type. The title and line are also in different location relative to the viewport. Let's now use the Align Views feature, where this functionality is only available when aligning to a view. Here I can select the view to align to, and then select the view I want to align. Once those two are selected, simply click Align, and we can see that both the view and the viewport title were aligned to match the other sheet, as well as the viewport type. With this sheet now being empty, let's look at this functionality as well with the Place Views feature. Again, we can see where our view is placed here, and we can see that we need to place a view on this sheet. Using the Place Views feature, this will only work when matching a template view. Here I can select which view I want to match the template of, and then select the view I would like to place. Once selecting the sheet, I can then select to place that view, and we can see when placed, it matches the location for the view as well as the viewport title and viewport type. Lastly, let's take a look at the functionality in Create Sheets. I've removed my A102 sheet and now I can create it from scratch. I can select the view I want to create the sheet for, come to my Create Sheets feature, use the sheet I have open as a template sheet, and simply hit Create Sheets, and it will have the same functionality where I will see that when creating the new sheet, it placed the views and the viewport titles in the same location. And that has been the improvement to preserve the viewport title location and type. The Revision Manager has one improvement, that now you can see the difference between revisions added on sheet and revisions added by a revision cloud. This is indicated in a text in the tree view, and also a new filter type has been added for the revision type. On my sheets, I either have some sheets that revisions were added on sheet, and some sheets that were added via a revision cloud. Now when I go to the Revision Manager, this is indicated in the tree view by either saying on sheet or cloud revision, as well as a new filter type has been added at the top for revision type. Here you have two options, on sheet, which will filter the list to only show revisions that have on sheet revisions, or cloud, which will show sheets that have revision clouds added to them. And that is our improvement to the Revision Manager. Color Elements is now improved with the possibility to create view filters for elements from a linked Revit project. In the Color Elements feature, we have now added a toggle down below to show categories and values from link. As you can see in my view, I am in my MEP model and I have my architectural model linked in. Currently, it works as is before, where I can only see the categories available in my host model. However, we've added a new toggle to show categories and values from link. Once I toggle this on, I get all available categories, including the categories visible from the link. I can then select those categories and choose from any instance or type parameters of those categories. I won't be able to see these colors live like I do the other categories of my model. However, I could still save these settings and choose to add filters to my view or add filters to a view template. Once I add filters to my view, I'll then be able to see the colors applied to that linked category. As we can see here, the walls are now colored. I can also create a color fill legend to show the colors. This model is set to halftone. However, once I change that, the colors will match. And that is the improvement to the Color Elements feature. The Renumber feature is now improved with an option to match element number to the room number and group elements by room with a sub-step. For example, in my model, I have all the specialty equipment that I want to number utilizing the room number. I'm going to use my live selection to select all my specialty equipment and then use my renumbering feature. Here you'll see a new option to renumber by room and a new column in the data grid to show the room number. Once I toggle this on, you'll notice that the new value now matches the room number rather than utilizing the settings up above. If there's multiple elements to a room, I can then group by room and specify a sub-step. I can add a divider and then either a number or number using alphanumeric numbering. I can preview this value in the data grid and then simply hit apply to see my specialty equipment, in this case renumbered with that room number and that sub-step. And that is the improvement to the renumbering feature. That covers all of our new features and improvements for this update of Naviate Accelerate. Again, make sure to read all about the release news on Naviate.com about the Naviate Configure Favorites, the Naviate Assistant, our improvements for view titles and these features, the improvements to Revision Manager, Color Elements, and the Renumber feature. You can go ahead to mysymetri.com and the Applications tab to download the new version. Let us know what you think and can't wait to hear about all of the improvements this will bring to your workflows.